Tennessee Titans.
Joey Slye kicking off for Tennessee.
Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Nashville. Well, now how about this return? Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Titans nothing. Harrison Butker.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. It's Ward. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll get to Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw, here's Ward. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Ward. And he rifles one incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Ward to throw once more. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes now to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure, they got him again. George Karlaftis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Nico Remigio deep for KC. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run again with Walker. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he gets this to Thornton. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on the 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Going to let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 53 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Ward. Flushed out right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Ward. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's going to be touchdown short of a first. And it's 4th down coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Travis Kelsey. A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Oh, look at the juke. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Throwing now, Ward. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Going for it, here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Rondale Robinson, 36 yards. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Something we're seeing more of with a rise in the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. A give to Smith out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
To throw is Ward. Short one caught by Helm.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ward.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes will throw. That's caught by Thornton.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Mahomes.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he stopped immediately there.
Here comes second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mahomes.
Titans 30-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.